Hello students, I am Priyanka Purohit. Welcome you on YouTube channel of Srimati R.S. Kalaria Primary School. Today I will explain grammar. The chapter is tenses. You know very well that how tenses are important in our English language. If you will use a wrong tense in your sentence, that time that will be the wrong meaning. It will give us wrong meaning. So to give a proper meaning and all, we have to use proper tenses in a sentence. How will you use it? That I will explain you today. Students, there are three kinds of sentences: present, past and future. These all I will explain you today in this video. Very first, we will go through present tense. Present tense are having four forms. First, simple form, that is simple present tense. Present continuous tense, that is the second form of tense. Third, present perfect tense. And the fourth is present perfect continuous tense. So very first, let's learn about the simple present tense. Students, present means the present time, that the time which is going, that is called present. Present is present time. So whatever right now I am doing, that everything is called at the present moment. What is happening, that you can say about the present moment. Where you will use the simple present tense in a sentence. You can use the simple present tense when you are going to express about the custom or habit. Custom or habit means every person is having some habit. I wake up late, so I can say that every day I am waking up late. So that is my habit. So that I can use in the simple present tense. I play badminton every evening. I go to school every day. This is my habit, you can say, or the action which I am doing every day. For that also we can use simple present tense. Here I am talking about habit, so we can use I drink milk only every day in the morning. This is my habit. I read newspaper before going to office. So this is the simple present tense. Second, what is actually happening at present moment? If I say that the rain is going on, so I can say that see how it rains. Because right now at this present moment the rain is happening. So that time I can use present simple tense. To express general truth, the sun rises from the east. That is the general truth. Nobody can change it. Okay, the earth moves around the sun. Nobody can change it. So when we are talking about the general truth, that time also we use the simple present tense. Now come on the structure of simple present tense. What verb you will use? See, simple present tense is subject plus base form of the verb. Base form means verb first form. You know very well that verbs are having three forms: present, past and participle form. So we have to use the verb first form with the subject. Okay, in simple present tense. Now here is the example is given. He plays in the park every day. You can see that I use the first form of the verb. Now you will ask me then why I am using S over here. So there is a rule that with I, we, with the first person and the second person, we have to use the base form of the verb. But if there is a third person and the plural, with plural also we have to use the base form of the verb. But if the third person is there, that time we will use SES with the verb. We have to use SES with the verb if there is a third person. He plays, so I use S in the park every day. Now students, if I tell you to change the sentence into negative, that time what you will do? You have to use negative means not. So we have to use not in the negative sentence. You have to use just not before after the auxiliary verb and before the main verb. But there is also some changes. If you are using with the first person or plural, that time you have to use do not. You have to use do not. Okay, with first person and plural. Okay, we will use to make it do not. But when we are using, when we say that we are using for the third person, that time we have to use does. S will be converted into does. We will use SES with the do. Does not play. And remember, you have to remove S with the main verb. Don't do mistake. You have to remove S with the verb. To frame the negative sentence, you have to use does if the third person is there, and you have to remove S with the verb. Next, does will come ahead before the subject when the sentence is in interrogative. When you are framing the interrogative sentence, that time there will be does he play in the park every day. Do you see that I am keeping here full stop? Is it right? No, this is wrong. We have to use question mark over here because we are framing interrogative sentence. If you will forget it, that time that will be the wrong pattern. Okay, to make it the correct pattern, you have to use question mark after the interrogative sentence, and you will use does before the subject. Okay, so this is the simple present tense. Let's learn about the present continuous tense. Continuous means that the action which is going on. The right now, when the time of speaking, the action what is going on, that will be used in the present continuous tense. See that the structure of present continuous tense is subject plus is MR plus verb ing form you have to use with base form of the verb plus ing. That will be used in the present continuous tense. To show the action is still continuing. When we say that the right now, just like I am teaching you grammar, so that is my work. What I am doing right now, I am teaching. When I am shooting the video, that time what are you doing? You are watching my video, so the work is continuing. Your mother is cooking food in the kitchen, the work is going on. Somebody is cleaning your house. So whatever at the time of speaking, the action which is going on, that will be used in the present continuous tense. The teacher is teaching us grammar. Now remember, here you have to remember that you have to use is with the third person and singular. Okay, am with the first person, I am. Am will be used with only I. That will be used with the plural and the second person. You, we, they, that time we will use are. And he, she, it, we will use is. So accordingly, the subject you have to use is MR. Here the teacher is the third person, subject is the third person, so I am using is over here. The teacher is teaching us grammar. The work is going on at the time of speaking. Now see, then to make it negative, what we will do? We will use not in between. The teacher is not. The teacher is not teaching us grammar. Okay, this is the negative sentence. You have to add only not in between the auxiliary and the main verb. And when you are framing the interrogative sentence, that time you will use first primary verbs and then the subject. Is the teacher teaching us grammar. And what I have to do? I have to put question mark. And when interrogative negative sentence is the teacher not teaching us grammar, that will be the interrogative negative sentence. Fine. So this was the present continuous tense. The next is present perfect tense. Present perfect tense you will use when the action is completed just before the time of speaking. When the action is completed just before the time of speaking. I have explained present continuous tense. That I have done. Now I am not going to explain it. So I will use present perfect tense if the action is completed. I have taught you simple present tense. I have completed my work and I come to school. So this is the present perfect tense when the action is completed before the time of speaking. For that the structure will be subject plus has have plus past participle form of the verb, means verb third form, that you have to use with the has have. Obviously has will be used with the third person and have will be used with the first and second person. I have, you have, he has, she has, it has, we have, they have. Okay. So this is the pattern of present perfect tense. Now see the uses to talk about the complete tense. Just like that we can use over here that to talk about the complete action which is used over here. Now see that just like that I have completed my work. This is the present perfect tense. Second thing, already and just to show complete action. When you are framing the present perfect tense or when you are using the present perfect tense, that time already and just you can use to show the complete action. I have already completed present continuous tense. Okay, I have already completed my explanation. So that is already I can use. I have just completed my explanation. So that is only just I am using. But if I am using yet, so remember that yet will be used for the action that is expected to happen but has not taken place at the time of speaking. Okay, just like I have not yet completed my paper. The time was to complete it before 12 o'clock. But at 12 o'clock I have not completed it yet. If the work is, if the action is not completed, you can use yet for that action. Okay, so you have to remember that just and already for the time with the action which has completed and yet for the action which has not completed. So like these you have to use the present continuous and present perfect tense. See, the last one is the present perfect continuous tense. Present perfect continuous tense, when can you use? Suppose that the action has started in the past, but still at the time of speaking it is going on. It is not completed yet. So when the action is going on and we don't know that when it will be completed, that time in that case we will use present perfect continuous tense. The work which has started in the past and still it is going on, for that we can use present perfect continuous tense. And the structure of the present perfect continuous tense is subject plus has have plus been plus verb ing form. Has have according to the subject. As I explained you that with the first person you will use I and we, with you will use have, and for rest you have to use has. We, they, you, I, that will be have and rest has. See that been we have to use. So the example will be I have been writing letters since 10 o'clock today. when the point of time is given, that time we will use since. And when the period of time is given, that time we will use for. So remember, I have been writing letters since 10 o'clock today. So that's why here it will be used present perfect continuous tense, because the work is still not completed. Second, it has been raining for the last 15 minutes. So that's why it is also right now it is raining. So we can use it has been raining for like this. So this is the example of present perfect continuous tense. Now students, 4 sentences I have given you that you have to use the perfect tense. So how will you use? You can think over it. You can pause the video and you can think about it and then find the answer. Okay. See, the first is given, I forget the exact time of the meeting. What you will use over here? You will use I forget, means every day you are forgetting. So wrong. I am forgetting, that is also wrong, because the time, meeting time you cannot use, it is not a long process. Okay, so we cannot use here present continuous tense. So what you will use? Here the long process is not given, so the any continuous form will not be used. This is not our habit, so we cannot say. We can use the present perfect tense. Make it a C. I have forgotten the exact time of the meeting before reading. So you can use over here I have forgotten the exact time of the meeting. So now what I have to do? I have to ask to my colleague. Okay, so that's why here I will use have forgotten. The second sentence is she work right now. Right now means that right now she is what she is doing. Continuous form is given over there. So we can use she is working right now. Okay, so you have to identify the sentence like this. Third, he comes school on time. So it means that it will be his habit. Okay, either you can use negative sentence also, he does not come school on time. Or if you are using positive, then he comes. He comes school on time. So in present simple form we have to use here. And the last is she explained for last 2 hours. The action has started before 2 hours and still it is going on. So we will write over here she has been explaining for last 2 hours. So students, like these you have to use present form in the blanks. So now it is clear with you. Let's learn about the past tense. The second kind of tense is the past tense. Past tense, simple past tense, past continuous tense, past perfect tense and past perfect continuous tense. These are the forms of past tense also. So very first we will learn about the simple past tense. Where you will use the simple past tense? See, the simple past tense means the action which has been finished before the time of speaking, which we have completed, which is finished, and now that will be the past. Okay, you can tell about for yesterday or for the last month, for last year, whatever you are going to speak for the past form, that will be in the simple past tense. The time which is not going to come. For that we will use the past tense and the simple form will be used when the action which have been finished before the time of speaking. Fine. Next, we went to the new mall in Saket yesterday. This is the example of simple past tense. We went means yesterday we went. So that's why I cannot say here we go. Go, if I will say, it means that every day we are going. Or this is our habit. Fine. So we cannot use over here go. We have to use the past form. So the structure will be subject plus past form of the verb. means verb second form you have to use in the simple past tense. See, next will be to express some past habit. Suppose you are having any past habit, but right now you are not doing that work. You were waking up late, but now you get up at on time. So we can say that I woke up always late, but now I am not getting up late. So you can use past tense for the past habit. Here one example is given. My father always read the newspaper before going to office. But now he is not getting time, so he is not reading it. But it was his past habit to read the newspaper before going to office. Fine, so these were the uses. Now the main important part is we left India to settle down in America. One example I wrote over here. If in the simple, just like that I explain you that in the simple present tense, to make the sentence negative you have to use do does. So what you will use in the simple past tense form to make the sentence negative and interrogative? We use the second form of the verb of do does, and that is did. So here we will use did. But you have to remember that when you are using did, you have to use verb first form, base form of the verb with did. Okay, so the sentence will be we did not leave. The first form will be leave. We did not leave India to settle. Now the sentence will be as it is. Down in America. Okay. And now the next will be interrogative form. Did will come before the subject. Did we leave India to settle down in America? And the question mark. Okay. So this is the form, this is the way to change the sentence into negative and interrogative. That you have to keep in your mind. You don't do mistake. Otherwise what happens? That in general continuous form and in the perfect form, we know very well that we have to use only not between the auxiliary and the main verb. But the difficult part is the simple part. Okay, in which we forget generally to use the do, does and did how with the sentence. And the past simple is clear that you have to use did with all the persons. First person, second person and with the third person. So like this you can change the sentence into negative and interrogative, and this is the use of simple past tense. Let's learn the next three forms of the past tense. The past continuous form, past perfect tense and the past perfect continuous tense. See that first is the past continuous tense. Past continuous tense when you will use? When the action was in progress at the time before the time of speaking. You can say over here that action in progress at some moment before the time of speaking. What was going on? When I was explaining present continuous tense, the teacher entered. So what I was doing when she was coming, when she came in the class, that time I was explaining. So when you can say that when the time of speaking means whatever you are speaking, that time, before that time, whatever the action was going on, it was in the long process. That time that will be used in the past continuous tense. The structure will be subject plus was were plus verb ing form. Was you will use with the I and with he, she, it, and verb with you and we and they. Okay. Action in progress at some moment before the time of speaking. Like I was cleaning my room when my friend arrived. In the past tense, when what you were doing when your friend came to your house, I am asking for the past. Not right now I am doing. I am not asking you that what are you doing. So you can say that time that I am listening you, I am completing my work, I am cooking my food. That reason you can give. But what you were doing when your friend came, so that time you have to reply that I was doing my homework. That time whatever you were doing, that will be in the past continuous tense. So it is clear. So to frame the negative sentence, what you will do? You have to use not between the auxiliary and between the main verb. I was not cleaning my room when my friends arrived. And to frame the interrogative sentence, you have to use was before the subject. Or was I cleaning my room when my friends arrived? Generally we use you when the subject is I, because we are not asking the question to ourselves. So here the interrogative form will be changed. Were. Now remember that I use were. Were I didn't say. Okay, were you cleaning your room when your friends arrived? So like these you have to change the sentence into negative and interrogative. The next form is past perfect tense. See, perfect tense means the action which has completed. Past present perfect tense I said when the action which has completed before the another action started, or that one. So here in the past form what you will do? Action had been completed before another was started in the past. In the past when the another action was started, before that which action you have completed. If you are doing, continue the work is going, you have to use past continuous tense. Because another action started, before that you were doing some work. But if the work had completed, you have to use past perfect tense. Subject plus had plus past participle means verb third form. You have to use. Action had been completed before another was started. We had eaten dinner before the guest arrived. When the guest came, we had finished our dinner. Okay, we cannot offer them. So that time that will be used over here. When my mother went to the market, I had completed my homework. Okay, so like this, that is the form of past perfect tense. See, to change into past perfect negative sentence, not we will use. We had not eaten dinner before the guest arrived. This is the negative sentence of past perfect tense. And the interrogative will be, had we eaten dinner before the guest arrived? Had we eaten dinner before the guest arrived? So this is the interrogative sentence of this past perfect tense. And now the last one, past perfect continuous tense. Suppose that the action has started in the past and finished in the past before the time of speaking, and it is having a long time. Okay, the action which has started in the past and completed also in the before the time of speaking. So that will be used in the past perfect continuous form. The structure will be subject plus had been plus verb ing form. Action which had been going on continuously up to that time in the past. I had been joining the lecture for 5 hours. Means it was the 5 hours. You had been joining, but now you are not in the lecture. Okay, it has already completed. The lecture had been completed. So you cannot use the continuous tense or any other form. So you have to use the past perfect continuous tense only. So students, like these you have to use past form in a different sentence according to their requirement. If the past work, that work which you have completed, the work which is completed before the time of speaking, simple past tense. If it was going, it was continue in the past tense, continuous tense. If the another action started and before it was completed, then past perfect tense. And if it is having a long time, means that started in the past and completed at the before the time of speaking, that time you will use past perfect continuous tense. Now the last form is left out, and that is the future tense, that I will explain you. Simple future tense. Future tense means that the time referred to which is going to come. Right now it is the present time. Whatever has gone, that is the past time, and the time which will come, that will be the future time. Now the simple future tense, where you will use? We will use the simple future tense to denote the action which will happen in the future. Right now it is not happening, but that will be happen in the future. You can use that action that will happen in the future. Like I shall visit my birthplace next month. That is the future tense. Now next month I will go there. See that students, that the structure of simple future tense is subject plus will, shall plus base form of the verb. V1 you have to use. Now will we will use with the second and third person, and shall we will use with I and we, first person. But nowadays we are using will with all the person. First person, second person and third person. If you are using shall with will with I, we, you, he, she, it, they, then that will be the correct form. Okay, but here I am using shall because generally for the future time I with I or we have to use shall. I shall visit my birthplace next month. Okay. See, now the next point is to understand will to make prediction. We have to use will to make prediction in the future tense. Just like it will rain today. Right now there are no any significance I can see that that it will rain. But there is too much hot, and I suppose that it will rain today. India will win the match. Pankaj will win the competition. We can just only predict over there. Okay, so that is called for prediction. Will we have to use. Second thing, action we decided to do at the time of speaking. Right now I have decided that I will go to meet my friend. So that I have decided, for that point also I can use simple future tense. I will go to meet my friend. I will do it. She will explain the lesson later. She has decided that she will explain it later. So that case we will use will in the simple future tense. Now the future continuous tense. The next is the future continuous tense. Subject plus will be plus ing form of verb. Here in this part is this form. If you want to use shall, then you may use. Okay, but in the future perfect tense and future perfect continuous tense, you can't use shall. In rare case you can use it, but generally we use will be, will have been, shall have been with that. Will subject plus will be plus ing form of the verb. Action that will be continuing at some point in future. If I know that tomorrow at this time what I will be doing, so that case I can use the future continuous tense. I will be teaching my students online. Online lecture will be going on. So that all thing which I know that at that point of time what I will be doing in future. That case I can use future continuous tense. Okay, the girls will be going for a walk in the morning. At that point of 7 o'clock, I know that the girls will be going. The students will be going to their school at 8 o'clock. So I know about it. And the point of time it is given. Tomorrow at 10 o'clock, I will be going to receive my parents. So that can also I can use it. Okay. Now come to the negative part. In the future tense, simple future tense, to make the sentence negative, we have to use no. I shall not visit my birthplace next month. Shall I visit my birthplace next month, or will you visit your birthplace next month? That is the form, negative and interrogative. And here the future continuous tense, the girls will not be going. Not you have to use in between. Will not be going for a walk in the morning. Will the girls be going for a walk in the morning? So this is the forms of negative and interrogative sentence. So you have to frame like this. Now the last two is left out, that is future perfect tense and future perfect continuous tense. Okay, now the next is the future perfect tense. Future perfect tense, when you will use? When an action that will be completed at some point in future. You know very well. Suppose that you are going to attend a party tomorrow at 10 o'clock. But before 10 o'clock, what you will have completed? Your lecture, online lecture. Then what you will say? I will have completed my online lecture before 10 o'clock tomorrow. It means that work, that action will have been completed before the another action will start. You know very well that tomorrow at this point of time I will finish this work. Okay, my aunt will have reached to my home at 10 o'clock tomorrow. Means tomorrow at 10 o'clock she will have reached. But if she is coming, she is on the way. So that time you have to use future perfect continuous tense. That I will explain you. But before that you have to see that we will have reached the airport before the plane leaves. Before the next action will start, before that I will have completed this work. So in that case you have to use the future perfect tense. Subject structure is subject plus will have plus past participle of the verb third form. We will have reached the airport before plane leaves. Negative will be we will not have reached the airport before the plane leaves. And the interrogative will be will we have reached the airport before the plane leaves? So like these you have to change the sentence into negative and interrogative. Is this clear? Next, future perfect continuous tense. When we want to refer to the duration of an action or an event at a definite time in future. I know that tomorrow at this time what was happening, what will be happening at my home. So that time I will use this. See, when I know that tomorrow what work will be going on. Suppose that the action which is started but still at the definite point of time it will be completed. This tense you can use when the action is already started and at the some point of time it will be completed. So that time you can use future perfect continuous tense. See, just like I will have already been studying in London for 3 years by next October. Means I went 3 years before to study in London University. But right now I am studying over there. And this will be completed by next October. I know my date. So I can say that I will have already been studying in London for 3 years by next October. But if the work you don't know that when it will be completed, that time you have to use present perfect continuous tense. I have been working in this school for last 10 years. So still I am working. But how many years I will complete it in this August month? So then I can say that I will have been completed for 5 years in this institute by this end of the October. Then you can use the future perfect continuous tense. The structure, as I said, will have been ing form of the verb. I will have already been studying in London for 3 years by next October. Positive sentence, I will not have been already been studying in London for 3 years by next October. Negative sentence, interrogative will be will you have been studying in London for 3 years by next October? Will you have already been studying in London for 3 years by next October? This will be the interrogative form. So these were the future simple, continuous, perfect and perfect continuous tense. Now one more part I want to explain you. That is the going to. In future tense, we can use, in the simple future tense, we can use going to also. When if there is an intention or the decision you have taken to do something in future, you have decided that I will go to market, so that is okay, that it is the simple future tense. But if suppose I ask, then are you coming with me? So then you can say, yes, I am going to come with you, because you have decided that you are joining me. If I ask you at a time that have you seen the movie Bhuj? No, I will see it. Okay, means that you know about it, but you are going to say that I will see it in future time. But if you have decided to see it trailer and all, I am going to watch the movie in this month. So that time the decision you have taken, you can use going to instead of using will. So going to is also the part of future tense that you have to do. Fine. So students, today I explained you all the 3 kinds of tenses: simple present tense, past tense and future tense. And I explained all the forms of separate tense like present, past and future. You have to see the video again and again so that it will make you clear and your doubts will be clear. So we will meet again in my next video. Till then, take care and goodbye.